Welcome to the porch. It's Memorial Day. It's about 9 o'clock. And I have been a mess all day. You're okay, boo-boo. It's okay, you're just sleepy. I want to introduce you to somebody. This is Lucky. The other day, when my chickens were hatching eggs, one of them hatched this. I haven't had ducks in a month. So that means that one of my ducks laid an egg in the nesting box. So now we have Lucky Duck. Hi, baby. I know. He is so cute. He's 3 days old. Hi, baby. So, he's living in a Barbie dream house on my porch. Don't judge. I couldn't afford the brooder box from the tractor supply. It's like $75. So I got a little baby Barbie dream house for $2 at a yard sale. And Lucky Duck seems to like his digs. You're living better than most Nashville musicians. Yeah. You have heat and air and a view. So this is Lucky Duck. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Oh, you're so pretty. You're so sleepy. I know. I woke you up. Okay, so I have to put him back in his dream house. Or her. I don't know. I won't know for a couple more weeks if it doesn't get the little curly thing. I'm a little worried that this foot's not acting right. But I think it's because he was a little traumatized at birth. So, say hi, Lucky. It's Lucky. So, Lucky Duck. Let me put him back in his home. Or her. It. Let me put this duck back in the thing. It's okay, baby. It's okay. Here. There's you some water. There's you some feed. Looky there. Don't sit in your water bowl. There you go. Good job. Hang on. I got to wire the door shut because the cat has figured out how to open the latch on the Barbie dream house. It's a whole damn menagerie. So in farm news, I have 20 hens and 10 roosters, which is not good chicken math. No, 'tis not. But I have raised these little baby roosters since they were in the shell. So I'm like, I can't kill you and I can't get rid of you because you're my babies. So they'll just kind of up at each other all the time. So they'll figure it out. But after saying that, now Medea, that's my big black Jersey giant, big mama. She hatched 6 eggs. Yes. All babies, by the way, which is hilarious that the biggest chicken in my flock has the tiniest babies. And one of them got crushed because that's just what happens in the farm. The chicken will step on one every time. So she's in a brooder box, but every now and again, Mama will kind of get a little too heavy on her sitting, and she just smothered one of them. It's fine. It's fine. It's the circle of life. I only cried about it a little bit. And then Brownie has hatched 9 eggs. 9 eggs. No, 10, counting the duck. So she about pecked it to death until I figured out that it wasn't a chicken and that was a duck. And I was like, oh, shit. And she's still sitting on 3 eggs, but I think they might be duds. And then my 2 turkeys, Copper and Tammy Faye, are both sitting on the same nest full of eggs, and they keep doing that neck thing where they scoop them eggs back under them, and they're fighting over it. I mean, they get so upset. And then now they've hatched 3 little baby turkeys. There's still 4 eggs left, which means I have doubled my flock of turkeys. It's too many turkeys. So now if you count the 30 chickens and the 4 turkeys, so that's 34, plus 3 baby turkeys, which is 37, plus 1 baby duck, which is 38, plus 14. It's way too many chickens. It's 52 birds. I have 52 birds. This will never do. Sean is never going to stand for that many birds. Wait. Is my friend Gretchen Wilson singing yet? Yes! Wait a minute. We got to watch the 250 celebration. Hang on. If you're not watching that, put it on your TV real quick. Ah! Live, live, live. Sorry, we're watching it together. Live in Arlington right now. We had to watch this for a second, Brand. Sorry. G. Yes. Yes, she did it. That's my best friend, you guys. She's singing live right now at the candlelight ceremony at Arlington. And oh my goodness. Oh, she's going to do the key change? Now they're singing with the choir. Get it, Jay, get it. You can't be her voice. So proud of her. Oh my gosh. Brilliant. Wow. Wow. Standing ovation. Standing ovation. I'm so proud of her. Wow. What an honor. Whew. Whew. Sorry. Man, she killed it. Oh, so proud of her. What an honor to be asked to sing at the Memorial Day celebration at Arlington. I mean, oh my gosh. Whew. She did wonderful, and her hair looked fabulous. I'm going to call her in the morning and tell her that. Oh my gosh, she did such a good job. And we were on the porch together and caught it. Isn't that great? Arlington National Cemetery, Jan. Not Arlington, Texas. Jenny. Anyway. Oh my gosh, that was so wonderful. I'm glad that we shared that together. Oh my goodness, she absolutely killed it. So I've been a mess today because if you're like me, I was raised an 80s baby, which means that every Memorial Day, before we did a cookout, before we did a pool party, before we all got together and went to some kind of parade, we went to the graveyard. And we put flower on Granny and Papa Muncie's grave, and we put flowers on Granny and Papa Bruce's grave and the baby's grave, and we put flowers on Granny and Papa Hicks's grave and Papa Muncie's grave. And then we put all our flags out and get ready for the summer. Mom puts all of her patriotic stuff out on Memorial Day for the porch. And they used to pack a lunch. I mean, there's stuff in our family Bibles and our family journals about them packing up a lunch and going for Remembrance Day, for Memorial Day, Decorating Day, that's what they used to call it. We've lost a little bit of that reverence. You would think about the fact that we wouldn't have an Independence Day without a Memorial Day. If Do you think about all the lives that have been lost to guarantee our freedom? It's humbling. I have just been a weepy mess all day. I don't know if I'm fixing to start my period, or if I'm just going through menopause, or if I'm having just one of the moments in time where the Schumann resonance is off, or I don't know. We're coming up on another full moon here in 5 days. So I just am weepy here lately. Like, everything makes me cry. I've cried about the stillborn little babies in the egg. I have cried about the little duck that didn't make it. You've got to chill with the text messages. Oh my God. My goodness. Anyway. I've just been a mess today. I've been a mess for a couple of days. I got a lot on my heart and a lot on my mind, and I'm trying my best to give it to God, but I'm also a control freak. So it's just been kind of hell on wheels the past couple of days. And I just know that my nerves are about shot, and I'm trying my best to pull myself out of this funk because I've got a big, huge month ahead of me in June. And so, see, Decorations Day. Leon, so you remember. But it's just one of those days where I'm like, can't. But I did want you to meet the duck. And I'm glad that we caught G together because that's awesome. Oh, I'm so proud of her. What a big deal. Like, holy crap, what a big deal. It's a big deal. And she looks fantastic. Good job. Do baby ducks need to have a sibling? I don't know. I don't know. So far, his bunk buddy is my little stuffed rooster that looks like Leonard, and he just snuggles up next to it at night. And I've got him on a heating pad from the dollar store and a $2 Barbie Dream Home on the porch. I'm doing the best I can. My heart's too big. I try to save everything. Some things can't be saved. You're going too fast in the neighborhood. Well, you are. And honestly, I'd cry over that too. I'd cry over that all day long. Get to that speed bump, son. There you are. I love when a kid gets a vehicle and stick for the first time. They just blare it wide open until they can figure out how to grind it till they find it. It's crazy. I'm like, go to second. Clutch is on the left. Gas is on the right. He'll find second here in a minute. Or it'll find him. There you go. Throw her in neutral, son. Throw her in neutral. Pour the coal to it. Gas is only $5 a gallon. God, I needed that. Thank you, Lord. I needed that laugh tonight. I was so stupid. Why? Why in this day and time when gas is $5 a gallon are you giving your kid a standard muscle car to let him learn to drive in? You're going to place that clutch probably before he gets back from town. Shit. Heather, I'm going to bed tonight, but I'll call you tomorrow if that's okay, because tomorrow's my call day. Today I took the day off. I slept, I cried, slept, cried, slept and cried. Cried and slept. Played with the animals, cried and slept. Finally took a notion to take a shower, go to the greenhouse, and make my way back home. If I got pretty toes, I don't today. They look like I've been running through the mud and the muck. Oh, I'm embarrassed by my toenails right now. It looks like I'm some kind of hill dweller. And I am. I really am. I literally am barefoot all the time. Or in my fancy Crocs. My farm Crocs. You know, my pink ones that are dirtier than hell. Yeah. I wear my farm Crocs. Mind your business. I wear my gum boots in the wintertime so I don't fall down in the snow. But in the morning times, I understand now why my granny had on. Now, let's explain this real quick because this is a digression that we need to go down. A lot of y'all are confusing house coats and nightgowns, and we need to clarify. I know I started some kind of trend. I'm going to take credit for it anyway. About the house coat coming back, the duster, the pearl snap with the buttons. You know, keep in mind, those are to go over your nightgown, lest somebody shows up at the door like Amway, Jehovah's Witness, or Mailman. Teeth and bras. So, when you don't have time for bras, house coat. But a lot of y'all are getting on your tickety talk and your Facebook and being like, look at my new house coat. I'm like, that's not a house coat, that's nightgown. Stupid. Don't make me start doing outfits of the night again. Because I will. Might do one tonight. That's what cracks me up. So I understand now why Granny had her apron on over her nightgown. Wait, her house coat over her nightgown and then apron over the house coat. And here's why I understand that now that I'm older and I have chickens. I had to pick up a mean old rooster earlier and hold him under my armpit while he picked my fingers bloody because he was in a fight with Napoleon. And then later on it got to dawning on me when I unloaded the dishwasher and I thought, this is why you wear the house coat. So you don't get chicken stuff on your clean dishes because you're unloading the dishwasher. Like, you have to think about this stuff. It's all about layers when you're a housewife. Thank you, Rhonda. You would be surprised the amount of the younger generation that does know the difference between their nightwear attire. It really bothers me. There's a difference between a nightgown and an evening gown. There's a difference between a house coat and a caftan, a duster and, what my mom used to call them, Sarah Beth. Of all the times to forget a word. We had dusters, house coats, caftans, wraps, moo-moos, of course. Dressing gown, that's what they called them, dressing gowns. And they was usually about T-length, and they usually had a really cute zipper, and they were usually stretchy material. They came out real big in the 70s, and they were flammable. Girl, I wear my fur coat in the winter, on top of my house coat, on top of my nightgown with my gun boots. You saw the video for Gretchen, right? Like, that's literally what I wear to the chicken coop. Only I don't wear my sparkle boots to the chicken coop because those are real hard to get clean. You use a hoodie to hide the boobies. I use a skirt. Welcome to 42. It's like 35, 42, 35, 42. Gravity's a bitch. A nightie. Now you're talking my language, Brandy. You'd be surprised the young kids that don't know this. A shift. Oh my gosh, Millie, I hadn't heard that word in years. We need to bring that back. We need to bring back just sitting around in our house coats and bitching about the world. Because what difference is it going to make anyway? Take 2 steps forward and 3 steps back, robbing Peter to pay Paul and stretching a dime between paydays. Contracts out and deposits and riders and gas mileage. And I'm supposed to get my taxes done this week, but I also have a dentist appointment checkup on the same day, so I'm going to have to reschedule my taxes. And bed jackets. Yes. There's bed jackets. So, there's all kinds of names for house coats. You are here because you're in my life. There's a big shadow of you on my face right now. Just take the bag. There you go. If you live me in South Carolina, then get me a show down there. I'm doing house concerts, and I have 4 dates left between now and September the 1st. So, if you want to be on that list, holler at your girl. T-shirt. I can't hardly wear it to bed unless it's got the neck cut out of it. It's like a 5X. I can't say nothing up around my neck. Ooh, even this is starting to bug me. And it's like a loose neck. Like, I don't know if I was, like, hung in a noose on the gallows in a prior life. But anything up around my neck, I'm like, don't like nothing around my neck. I don't. And socks bug me. I might have a touch of the tism. Can you get late onset autism? I know you can get early onset Alzheimer's. Can you just, like, it's like type 2 bipolar depression, like you just kind of, it's a product of what happens to you? Because I got to paying attention the other day. I was like, well, I either have that or I have tardive dyskinesia. When you just grimace all the time and your tongue's hanging out when you're working on something and you sway to the beat and you wring your hands. I'm like, I thought that was called ADD, but apparently it's called tardive dyskinesia, and you get it if you were born assigned female at birth. Listen. I didn't know we had assignments. I didn't know that. And judging from what I've seen on Facebook, I think a couple people are missing some assignments. Some of them failed their assignments. Some of them put the ass in assignment. I wasn't assigned shit. I was born with a vagina, therefore I am a female. That's not even an opinion. That's just science. It's like I met a lovely person today, and him's name was Hunter, but him had on eyeliner better than mine, so I don't judge. I actually complimented him on it. But I was like, you do your life, boo. Leave your life and leave me out of it. But I don't, if your name says Hunter, that's what I'm going to call you. Oh, I cannot stand to sleep in socks. What are you, a psycho? Who sleeps in their socks? I would sleep nude, except I'm afraid of a house fire. And nobody wants to see that under the glow of a house flame. They don't. They'd be like, mm-mm. You get that tardive dyskinesia. That's a fun word to say, though. Tardive dyskinesia. That might be what them women had at my church where their face froze like that. I'm like, you probably got the tardive dyskinesia. That or your mom took a lot of Tylenol, which is now a new insult. I can't have nothing around my neck at all. I'm the same way, Natasha. I'm like, don't touch my neck. And don't fuck with my ears. Ooh, I hate when somebody messes with my face. When people would do this, take your nose, I'm like, oh, no. You're going to give that back, and you're not going to touch me anymore. Oh, I hate that. My dad's the same way. You can't mess with him. You touch his face, you're like, he's like, I'm like, shit. I'm the same way. I'm like, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch it. Fuck. Anyway, dusters, crazily. Thank you, Luca. I have chickens and I'm on a porch in West Virginia. What gave it away that I was crazy? Oh, it was so funny. I have handicap tags because that's one thing I kept in the divorce because I wanted to park up front, and so shut up. You don't know what I went through, okay? That's about a week. So I took the handicap tags and I took the car, and I got out of the car the other day. My buddy said, you ain't handicapped. I said, I ain't limping. Don't mean I ain't fucking nuts. And he goes, fair. I was like, well, let me throw something at you because I will. I'll earn every single inch of that to have that license plate. It's like, how do you draw a crazy check? Do you have to go in acting crazy or just tell them that you're feeling crazy? Do you just go in throwing like plates at them and be like, ah! Or do they just commit you to like Waverly Hills? I mean, I'm asking for me, not a friend. I want to be like, what is it that I have to do to prove to you that I can't be around the general public without wanting to hit them with the skinny part of a fishing rod? I'm the cigarette mom. Just tap me in. Your kid's acting up. Oh, I didn't tell you about this the other day, did I? My goodness. Okay, so I was at the rehome store, because it's my favorite place. Everybody knows that I spend all my good hard-earned cash buying 10-cent books so that Jimmy Carter's foundation can build homes for people. Hello. So I went, and it's real crowded because it was raining outside, so everybody just kind of took shelter at the rehome. Isn't that precious? Anyway, so we was all shopping through the discount bargain bins because books were 10 for $1 and fabrics were $1 a piece, and I got 6 cushions for my couch on the outside. The one that I got, that swing that I showed you, I got for $6. Them sons of bitches are $70 a piece at the home store to fix that damn swing. $6. $6 I spent. Anyway, I digress. So I was walking down the aisles, and they have the like arts and crafts stuff, and it's like going through my closet and just donating everything to rehome. They're like, here's half of a cross stitch project, and here's some yarn that never got done nothing with, and here's some ribbon. I'm like, I feel that. Like, you can find remnants for a little or nothing. Well, one little girl was shopping ahead of me with her big sister and her mother, I assume. I would hope. But anyway, so they're walking through the aisle in front of me, and I'm just kind of piddling because it's, pouring rain outside. And the little girl said, oh, I want this. I could finish this. And she goes, well, if you don't want to do it now, what makes you thinks you want to do it at the house? She goes, well, I might want to do it like this summer when I'm off for summer break. She goes, let's not do that because that creates clutter. And we all know how we feel about people with clutter. And all of us just shopping, we're like, So I let it slide. Then we went on around another thing, and I heard her 12, 13-year-old going on 75-year-old go, who would buy this crap? Who would have this in their house? I'm like, several people. This is all shit that people donated. They've already had it in their house. It's going to a new home. Rehome. Anyway, so I think it's actually called Restore. But anyway, it's whatever. So, you know which fucking thing I'm calling. Anyway, so she starts mouthing off, and everybody just kind of looks at her again and just minds their business. And I was like, And the mom keeps going, well, let's just not buy anything because we don't need any more junk. And this is all junk. And I finally said, excuse me. And she looked at me and said, what? I said, read the room. It's piss pouring the rain outside. It's a Saturday afternoon. We've all got 45 minutes away from our husbands who are in the car chain smoking right now. Try not to piss us off on Junkin' Day and take them two ungrateful and ill-mannered heathens with you. She goes, excuse me? I said, either shut them up or take them out. Fuck. And then she took all day long trying to get out of the parking space that was right behind me. I bought a shit ton of stuff, and she was still trying to get them two youngins in the car. And I was like, this is why I believe in sterilization. I understand why some mothers eat their young. I just don't understand, like, is it everybody's first day on earth? Of course, I went to the Tractor Supply that I don't care to go to anymore because of the turkey murderer, and she was working. And I said, I came to get some gardenias because y'all are the only people in town that have some. And he said, well, you'd think I'd know that. And I said, you fire that bitch over there, you probably know a lot more. And she looked up at me and she said, I heard that. I said, I said it out loud. She goes, well, I'm sorry, I've never heard of you. And I said, well, I've never heard of your dentist, but considering that you have all your teeth, he's probably a really fucking good one. Stupid. Just because you ain't heard of somebody don't mean that they're not important to somebody else. Google. You're on a smartphone. I could literally ask ChatGPT, who is Joe Blow? And I'd be like, Joe Blow, if you mean the one. Now, I don't feel so stupid if everybody's crowded around Joe Blow at the Walmart asking for a picture of him. Thank you, Sandra. I agree. If you don't plant nothing, there ain't nothing to uproot. And that's how I feel about abortion, too. I'm just spicy because I think I'm PMSing / perimenopausing / cougar puberty / it's going to be a full moon this week / there was apparently a 13-second friggin' stall in the Schumann residence last night. Nobody's talking about it. And we had a 6.3 earthquake in Chile. So no one's talking about that either. No one's talking about the fact that all the shit that's going to Cuba right now, and Iran's having a big field day with us, and Trump basically told Netanyahu to go fuck off in a corner because he wasn't going to talk to him no more. I'm like, some shit's fixing to happen. We're sending a whole lot of money to Cuba. This feels a whole lot like Oliver North and Iron Contra and the Cold War years. But most people don't realize that history repeats itself so many times. It's no longer history's fault. Learn a book. I'm sorry, Lucky. Lucky's chirping at me. He's like, Mom, please don't get upset. I got to stay calm for the duck. I got to keep that duck in a row. I just get aggravated. At some point, you have to be, how did you graduate? Why are you not accountable for your actions? Why is it that I have to answer for every single breath I take, turn I make, step I take, every move? Oh, Sting just showed up. But you somehow have procreated with every living Peter in town, and now I'm somehow responsible to fucking make way for you and your ill-mannered offspring because you don't know how to act in public? I disagree. I disagree. Have you ever thought that your time shifted? Hell yeah, I've time shifted about 8 times since 2019, and I can almost prove it. I tell you what's the damn truth. There's no way in hell that we're halfway through the year right now. I mean, it's literally like Groundhog Day. Does anybody else feel like Groundhog Day here lately? Like everything is just repeating over and over and over, and the devil's got his thumb in your pie going, I'm going to fuck some shit up. And I'm like, not today, Satan. I rebuke thee in the name of Jesus Christ. I'm not going to deal with that. Not today. Gotta stay calm for the duck. For duck's sake. That's what it should say. I gotta stay calm for duck's sake. Should we put it on the website? With the picture of Lucky? P.S. Been tinkering with some fun kind of Hatch Soap print limited edition merchandise that I'm going to debut on the website coming up soon. We've also got the new Token Friend shirt. If you don't got one, you should get one. They're hilarious. Going to hell in a handbasket. I really feel like we're just at this point, like, does anybody else feel like the last days of Sodom and Gomorrah? And Jimmy Buffett's just looking for his lost pillar of salt. I have no patience for shit. Like, none. Somebody's like, Sarah, maybe you should be on a mood stabilizer. I'm like, maybe you should shut the fuck up. I'll go all tardic dyskinesia on you. Can't. Anyway, so we saw the duck. We watched Gretchen. I cried a little bit. We laughed a little bit. I listened to somebody burn $45 worth of gas up my farm road. We talked about the deals and wheels at the restore. What else? Thank you. They need to make a mind. And I have learned this. If you have a kid on a leash, it's not polite to ask if it was rescue. I'm like, you're the one that's got it on a string out in public. I was just being funny. You sprayed it with a water bottle. I didn't know. It should be on a leash. It's climbing the mannequin. We're on the last 2 pages of the Bible. Don't ruin it for me. I haven't read that far yet. Yes, I have read Revelations. And I'm like, nah, yeah. Yeah. I'm not even surprised about it anymore. I'm just like, yeah. Yeah. Checks out. That was a cat fight. Is my cat here? Mittens! Shit. That was a cat. I just heard squall. Yeah. Might have been my cat. Starting to rain. Yeah. That checks out too. I can smell the honeysuckle tonight. Hello from Alabama. Hello from West Virginia. Good to see you. So, I hadn't been on here in a couple days. It's because I've been a weeping, crying mess in my house coat, and Sean's not want to deal with me either. I get it. I'm just like, meh. Over it this week. So, tomorrow is technically a work day, so I should get some work done. I've got to call and reschedule my taxes so I don't miss my dentist appointment. I'm telling you. It ain't one thing, it's your mother. That's it, Bonnie. It should say I have to stay calm for duck's sake. Making fun of who? Anyway. Hello from South Georgia. Hello. Hello, Waco, Texas. Hello, Texas. A lot of people in Texas watching that. Which shouldn't surprise me. I mean, Texas is a great big state. I'd be that surprised if there's that many people from Rhode Island. But Texas, that makes sense. Your son wore a leash, just had it to keep him out of the river. Sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Iowa, what's up? Hello, Florida. I'll be down there in October. Get excited about it. I can come down there before then if you get me a gig. Anyway. There's just a handful of dates left. I say handful. Yeah. Oh, shit. Like, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 dates left between now and October. So, if you want a house party, holler. I'm actually pretty affordable for the amount of entertainment that you get. Hello from Liberty, Kentucky, which is in fact west of West Liberty, Kentucky. Have you ever noticed that? That Liberty and West Liberty should be the name to the opposite. Because West Liberty is east of Liberty. We also have a Versailles. I don't ask a lot of questions about Kentucky. Speaking of, hello, Amy. Oregon's in the house. Hello. Oh, thank you, Hillary, for saying that. That's really nice. How do you get me a gig? You either book me for a house concert with you and 20 of your closest friends in your backyard, or you call your local bar and grill, winery, vineyard, church house meeting place and be like, I got this really awesome person I'd love to have come down here and play, and how do we get her to do that? No, Stephanie, I don't. But give me some context and I'll look them up. Hello from Columbus, Indiana. Hi, Tessa. Hello, is it Leanne? Leanne? Glad to have roots in West Virginia. Hi, how are you, Constance? Thank you, Robin. You're one of the handful of people that love me from my hometown. The rest of them disown me and act like they don't know me. But they sure as hell follow me on Facebook and report it back to my grandmother. Beats the shit out of me. That was the funniest story. Oh, it's awkward. So very awkward. You have to go back and watch this really funny story. I've got to buy some feed. I'm down to my last, oh shit, down to my last bag of layer feed, and I got one bag of corn. We do math. That's going to get me through. Today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I have to buy feed on Sunday. It'll be all right. Hello. What's up, Ginger? I have not called Floribama. We need to get over to the Goat Island. Don't know where that is. It sounds fun. Yes, Paula Joy, you can just holler at me on here and leave me a message, or you can get on sarahbethterry.com and hit the contact button, and it goes directly to me and my husband's phone. My number's on there, too, so you can text it. Fantastic. You should come to Irvin and put on a show in Ravenna. Well, I would, but I don't think I'm allowed to. They've not asked me, and I've offered several times. Oh, you just moved from Hurricane? Oh, well, it ain't changed. Unless, you know, you talk about Scotty spending more money, but that's really not changed either. Come to South Point, Ohio. That is a good tractor supply. I've been to that one. It's right next to a good Goodwill, too. You're calling the Ozark Folk Center. Do it. Heard you wouldn't. Oh, Gloria, I'm sorry. That sucks. I'm telling you, there's been a batch of bad chickens come through Rural King past couple of years, and it's like they're real weak, like real tender. Them Banies that was born less than a week ago, already feathered out. Them sons of bitches ain't even 10 days old and flying. I had to put chicken wire on top of their brooder. They're already flying. They're 10 days old. I never seen nothing like it. It took them other ones a good 3-4 weeks before they started getting brave. Now these are like, we're ready to go. I'm like, okay. Them sperm chicks. Yay, Amy. Brandy's so excited. Thank you. My husband's threatened to make supper tonight, and I'm trying to think what we have in there that he could make. I think there might be some penne pasta and some pasta sauce. I know there's a shit ton of tuna because I bought it on sale the other day. And, but I don't have any bread. I just have it on crackers. Just telling you I haven't felt like grocery shop. I feel like doing nothing. Just sitting crying. Yes, the chicken needs a friend. My duck probably needs a friend, but I'm going to have to wait. I don't know if there's any more duck eggs floating about down there. Well, that would have been fun, Rhonda. Submit me for next year. So, that's what I know. I know tomorrow we'll get back into business. I got some new songs to play for you. I say new songs. I wrote them a couple years back. I'm just blowing the dust off of them. Finishing them up. Giving them a bridge if they need it. Taking out a chorus if it don't. So, you know, been some spring cleaning in my catalog. Might as well share them with you. But in the meantime, remember that we have the Feral Christian Bible Study on Thursday night. I'll be on here intermittently every day this week, so just subscribe or put me on your favorites, and it'll notify you when I go live. And if you haven't got over to the website yet and checked it out, go ahead. I'm on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, YouTube, Google Play, whatever you listen to music on. And what else? The YouTube channel, you can subscribe to that. We got about 4,000 subscribers now, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about that. So, anyway, and if you like me, share me with a friend. Who knows? They might be a cigarette mama too and want to come hang out on the porch. That's what we do. So, all right, friends, keep your Bibles open and your paddle dry on your head on a swivel. As always, remember to be nice to old people, animals, and children. Love your neighbor, and if you can't give it to God, He loves you, and I do too, and there's nothing that you can do about it. In the meantime, I cannot wait to see you again. I'm glad that you joined me on the porch. Thanks for being here. And remember, I'm Sarah Beth Terry, and you're not. Bye.